Hello, I'm Maurice Bernard. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be keeping you updated with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel. I have to tell you, the spoilers for the next 2 weeks, from May 18 to the 29, have left me absolutely breathless. We are looking at some massive shockers and shakeups that are going to change the landscape of Port Charles forever. It feels like every single storyline is reaching a boiling point. And I am just sitting on the edge of my seat, waiting to see how our beloved characters are going to survive this coming storm. Let us start with the arrival of Detective Joe Fitzpatrick. From the moment he steps into the Port Charles Police Department, things are going to get incredibly intense. During his very first week, Joe is going to kick off his run with a stunning, jaw-dropping arrest. All signs are pointing to our dear Curtis Ashford being the one hauled away in handcuffs for hitting Isaiah Gannon. It just breaks my heart to see this happen. Curtis has been pushing so relentlessly for justice, trying to find the truth about the hit and run, and now it looks like his own actions have completely backfired. Seeing a good man like Curtis get taken down like this is so hard to watch, especially when his intentions were rooted in protecting his community. And speaking of Isaiah, the fallout from this tumble is going to be utterly devastating. It seems very likely that Isaiah is going to suffer a severe arm or wrist injury from this whole ordeal. For a brilliant medical professional, an injury like that is a death knell to their career. This is surely going to ruin the big important surgery that he was so eagerly looking forward to performing. I can only imagine the heavy blanket of sadness that will fall over General Hospital, and especially over Portia, who has been preparing to celebrate new life at her baby shower. The tragedy of a gifted healer losing his ability to heal is a storyline that really tugs at the heartstrings, and I know we are all going to feel his pain deeply. Meanwhile, the danger is escalating to terrifying heights for young Jocelyn Jacks. She is currently trapped in a horrifying captivity situation, and my heart is just in my throat for her. But Jocelyn is her mother's daughter, brave and fiercely observant. While locked away, she is going to uncover a chilling clue that reveals the legendary Anna Devane was once held hostage in this exact same space. Just think about the heavy history in those walls. Knowing that a seasoned, brilliant spy like Anna survived that very room might give Jocelyn the spark of hope she desperately needs to keep fighting. It is such a brilliant way to connect the rich history of Port Charles with the terrifying present, and it makes me root for Jocelyn's safe return even more fiercely. Over in another part of town, the tension between Carly Spencer and Valentine Cassadine is about to explode once again. We all know that Carly and Valentine mix like oil and water, and it looks like Valentine is going to make a strategic pitch that Carly will absolutely despise. They are gearing up for another massive round of bickering, and honestly, I am here for it. Carly is so fiercely protective of her family and her territory, and Valentine is always playing 3 steps ahead with his calculating mind. Watching these two powerful forces clash is always a highlight, and I have a feeling this upcoming argument is going to set the stage for some very dangerous power struggles in the weeks to come. Then we have a truly unexpected alliance forming. Alexis Davis and Ava Jerome are going to roll up their sleeves and dig deep into the art galleries connected to Delilah Wilson. Seeing Alexis and Ava working together is always a bit surreal, considering their incredibly complicated history. But what makes this so fascinating, and honestly a little bit terrifying, is the dark secret they are currently hiding. As we know, they are secretly holding Rick Lansing hostage. How they managed to conduct a thorough investigation into the art world while keeping such a massive, illegal secret hidden from everyone, especially Molly, is beyond me. The sheer nerve of these women is astounding, and I am just waiting for the moment when this entire house of cards comes crashing down around them. The medical mysteries are also taking a very dark and twisted turn. Nina Reeves is in for a massive shock following an upcoming conversation with Willow. We have all been wondering why Willow recently barged into Michael's office looking for a favor, and it seems Nina will be completely taken aback by the details. However, Willow is actually going to pass along some positive news soon, which might involve Jack Brennan's continued locked-in status or coma. But as a viewer, knowing the terrible truth that Willow is secretly drugging Drew Kane to cause these stroke-like symptoms makes this entire situation feel so chilling. Willow, who used to be so gentle and pure, is now tangled in a web of medical sabotage, and she is playing a very dangerous game with Nina and everyone else involved. What makes Willow's situation even more tragic is the chilling behavior of her husband, Michael. Instead of confronting his wife, Michael is sinking further into the shadows, relying on a private investigator named Elaine to gather scandalous proof against Willow. As the stress of her dark secrets weighs her down, Willow is naturally gravitating toward the comforting presence of Harrison Chase. Michael is literally holding out hope for his cheating trap to progress, waiting for Willow and Chase to cross the line into passionate territory. It is absolutely devastating to watch a marriage crumble in such a cold, calculated way. Michael's vindictive patience is so unsettling, and I just know this is going to end in explosive heartbreak for everyone involved. As if all of this adult drama was not enough, the younger generation is stirring up a massive storm of their own. Danny Morgan and Charlotte Cassadine are going to find themselves in incredibly hot water over their reckless break-in at the Windermere estate. It looks like they are going to get busted, and the chaos that follows will be immense. With Jason Morgan currently stuck in WSB custody and unable to protect his son, the fierce and wonderful Britt Westbourne is going to step up to the plate. Britt is going to take some massive risks to protect both Danny and Rocco Falconeri. Seeing Britt embrace this maternal, fiercely protective role warms my heart so much. She is putting herself right in the line of fire to shield these boys from the terrible consequences of their actions. And Britt is definitely going to need every ounce of her strength because she is about to gain a terrifying new source of concern. This new worry seems to tie directly into Ross Cullum's growing suspicions about Danny being the one who actually shot him. The walls are closing in on these teenagers, and Britt is going to have to work overtime to keep him out of prison. The pressure mounting on her shoulders during the week of May 25th is going to be immense, and I am praying she can navigate this minefield without getting destroyed in the process. Speaking of navigating minefields, Lulu Spencer is preparing to make an incredibly bold and risky move. We know she has been dealing with the deceptive Cassius Faison, who is parading around as Nathan West. Cassius is going to deliver a desperate plea, most likely asking Lulu if they can try their relationship again. If Lulu grows suspicious of his true intentions, she might actually decide to reunite with him just to keep him close and monitor his every move. It is a classic, dangerous soap opera strategy, keeping your friends close and your enemies closer. But my heart aches for Lulu, having to play this psychological game while already carrying the heavy burden of covering up Rocco's involvement in the shooting. Finally, we have to talk about the dark cloud that is Detective Joe Fitzpatrick. After his stunning initial arrest, it looks like Joe will eventually make his way over to Windermere to handle the fallout from the team break-in. This is going to pave the way for a massive clash between Joe and our beloved Dante Falconeri. And this is where the true terror sets in for me. There are very strong hints that Joe might not be the by-the-book cop he pretends to be. What if it is ultimately revealed that Joe is actually one of the dangerous Jen Sidwell's police informants? If Joe is part of the twisted web woven by Sidwell and Ross Cullum, Dante is in unimaginable danger. We all know Dante crossed a massive ethical line by destroying evidence to protect the secret of Rocco being the shooter. If a dirty cop like Joe starts looking deeper into the situation, he could easily uncover Dante's cover-up. The thought of Dante losing his badge, his freedom, and his family, all because he tried to protect his frightened son, is almost too much to bear. The next 2 weeks are going to be packed with heart-stopping action, emotional breakdowns, and shocking reveals. I am absolutely glued to my screen, and I know you all are too. Let us hold our breath and see how our Port Charles favorites weather this incredible storm. Thank you for watching my video. I will regularly update you with the latest news about the drama General Hospital, so please stay tuned.